line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet, not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Crank it up.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here for Pushing Limits Racing League's Canadian Tire Motorsports Park Venture and the Honda Civic Type R's. This is their showcase here today with points high and no regards for safety. This is going to be their toughest endurance yet. A long stretch of road, winding and turning as much as it twists and turns your mind. This is going to be a fight, to say the least. Let's get down to business here and see who we got on our starting lineup today, as Tyler O'Rourke in the number 8 will be the starting line driver. The outside number 20 is Jeff Oakes. Row number 2 is going to be the Crusader Christian Schreiber in the 14. The outside in the 84 it is Matthew Hoffert. Row number 3 is the 76 Mike Rideout. The outside the 5 is Chantel Throttle Bottle. Row number 4 is going to be Jason Brand, the number 55, the outside, and that 48. That will be Stanley Pottle. Final starter in row number 5 is Ryan Kansas 08 and Hunter Hammer Hansen, and the number 13. O'Rourke right now in the number 8, currently getting ready to set down. And yes, I am saying it a little differently because that's actually how you properly say it. So I apologize for all the other times I mispronounced that name. But I think I've got it down now. So the field ready to begin their drive to survive here. Every driver knowing what is at stake, knowing what is going to go down if they have to go for it. There's a lot to be desired and a lot to keep an eye on. You can see this track too, man. It is going to be a winding, grinding, twisty kind of battle. And only the best can survive through and get able to run down through. Off the distance through the final 2 corners here. On down to our straightaway, lined up for the green. Drive them off. Green's out. 25 here on the start. Pressure's on here. First set of turns. So far, so good. And these cars, again, they are built and made for this kind of racetrack, this kind of style. And already a lot of guys trying to move their way up across the chains here. Trouble out of the gate though. Mike Rideout and Jason Brent. Oh! And Rideout and Brent immediately into the tire barriers down in the first two turns. Problem for both drivers, and Rideout again, a championship driver possibility, just kind of setting himself ablaze and in flames. He's got to be careful about that. Can't let too many more of those races happen, and this is not how you want to start off that championship run. Down to the corners here, a little bit of a battle between the 14 Schreiber and Tyler O'Rourke. O'Rourke, though, getting right ahead. Hopper trying to deal with Crusader right in front of him as well. He's barely the points that are entering in this race by 1 point. Looking to try to increase it today. Coming back off to the angles into the turns here right now. The throttle Chantel Bottle, the number 5, trying to get some speed picked up as well as she tries to maneuver through. Again, this is her home track, if you will, in terms of her Canadian legacy and history and heritage. She lives in this kind of real areas, and this is the kind of stuff she's right now trying to figure out and trying to hammer with. O'Rourke right now as well. Keeping his momentum up, keeping the power up as Jeff Oakes tries to catch up there to him. Hoffert getting it further away from the Crusader. Driver can't have any more points left behind here in terms of what goes down for that championship run. And Hoffert immediately trying to keep him behind, not letting him breathe whatsoever. Both guys having a good battle here. You can just see as well, this is a track that's going to be extremely hard to pass on, as it's going to be hard to make any big maneuvers from. As you line it back down through the corners. Whoa! Trouble down there. Jeff Oakes, the leader, slows it right up through the sharp right angles. And lost completely a pass in the grass from the Crusader. He got into the grass and got right around the 20, but lost control with Hopper jumping ahead. Oh my. Gonna swing it right on. That is probably the closest you'll see to a legit pass in the grass there, running it right through. The officials called for an incident report, but no penalty to be given. No time penalty there. They will let him keep going. Oakes right now, currently now having to fight back, as he's, again, one of the road course ringers on this track. He won at Watkins Glen. He's looking to win here at Canadian Tire. Chantel Bottle right now dealing with the pressure though. Oakes trying to get under the right side there. Big pass coming up here. Oakes getting some speed, getting some leverage. Trying to get it. Can't quite get it there. Send it back down around the track and into the turns. So far so good. It's a lot of leverage down there. And again, you can see Bottle trying to keep that 20 Oakes. Trying to keep him honest there. He knows there's a lot of openings he can get in some of these corners, but there's a lot of troublesome turns as well. You can see the forest lands kind of covering up most of our camera there. Best get used to seeing it. That's pretty much what this track is laid out as. Onboard camera here, and you can see the power and speed Jeff Oakes is possessing right now on the track and in that car. Those Honda Civics, man, they're not easy to handle as much as they are difficult to push the speeds up with and try to push the power on. And Oakes, whoa, big aggressive move there running into the corner. He dive bombs the 5. Usually Chantel not used to seeing that. This was a big move for Oakes to be making here, but he's trying to continue his campaign and possibly have some kind of a chance to finish in a relatively good spot in the points this season. Tyler O'Rourke right now, though, your race leader. He's got 2 wins to his name this season, looking to make it 3 for 3. Hopper with 2. Oh, walk out down there. There goes the Crusader. And that was not what he needed to do. He looked at it and ended up controlling the car out. That thing goes for a wild little ride, and it sends him further back now. And probably a few slur words there that we can't really say on the broadcast. We just heard from his end. Only thing we can really tell you is he just can't believe he just did that. That was a horrible mistake there. And again, how close points are. He knows he cannot let situations like this continue on. There's only 2 races left in this season. Every position will count. O'Rourke right now currently keeping his momentum up, putting the pressure on Hoffer to try to catch him. And you can see every little winding turn, every little twist and corner, he just continues to force Hoffer. Got to find another leg, find another run. Hoffer, if he can win this race, he's going to not only put himself in a very good spot to claim the title and get his first season championship in Pushing Limits Racing League, but it'll be a second career season championship, having won the PTM Dirt Series long, long ago. O'Rourke right now as well, still keeping it down on the throttle, powering off the corners and keeping everybody honest. O'Rourke though, way wide there. Driving a lot wider than I thought he honestly was going to there. And Hoffer seemed to have found another leg up outside, now looking for the race lead and looking to continue his push for the top spot. Tough corners here, very smooth off the corners and very smooth off the exits. Throttle Chantel Bottle way back in that pack now, trying to keep up her momentum. She told me earlier she's not used to road courses whatsoever, but she knows a thing or two on how to actually race hard out here. Now, just also to be aware, folks, that I believe this will be the last season we do see the Honda Civic Type R's out on the track. It sounds like there may be a new car that was just released coming to the stage. We can't wait to see it. If you thought these Honda Ovals were hard enough, oh, you haven't seen anything when the late models come to town. The late model stock cars are to be, it seems though, the next car in the Pushing Limits Racing League lineup. So be sure if you want to join the league and want to join the team, you best beware for that. Look at this though, Hoffer! He goes for a ride there in the corner! Hoffer is in the grass! Hoffer losing it in the turn. Now he's got to try to reset it just like Shriver. Shriver aware of it too, but he gets a little too aggressive, goes into the grass as well. All that speed he might have gotten, he just lost a bit of it. Keniston now trying to take down Hoffer. Hoffer got driven pretty wide there. Oaks was trying to go side by side with him and take control, and Hoffer, unfortunately, not able to keep that speed up. Now falls even further down into the depths and into the abyss. Keniston with a great opportunity to start making some moves here. He's got to try to get some speed on Hoffer. Chantel Pato, also another driver we forgot to mention a few points in that championship hunt. So if she can get something figured out and maybe win this race, she actually puts herself in contention. That's how close these points are. 3 drivers have a logistic chance now to win it out. Mike Rideout, after his little spin though, kind of forced himself out of that hunt just due to the unfortunate nature of what happened there. See how tight each driver has to take these corners. Each driver has to maneuver through the battle zone here. While taking a much tighter corner. She did say earlier if she can drive a little tighter, a little closer, she'll have a better chance. O'Rourke and Oaks battling for the lead. O'Rourke losing the race lead to Jeff Oaks here. Couldn't quite miss that one there, but we won't miss the replay of it. Let's take a look at the replay here and see how exactly did this happen. Presented by Pushing Limits Racing League. Here is your instant replay. O'Rourke was doing a great job here, making his way around the track and making some good little rounds here. But the same move that Oaks got Hoffer earlier pretty much was the same thing he needed to do here. Just had a much better turn and a much better corner. And got him right off into the distance. And then ran away from that with great speed and great contention. Wild charging up to the front, charging back down around. Hopper and Pottle, they're both at a bit of a standstill here. Both drivers not too far out of the distance and out of the gate here. I think the biggest thing right now these drivers are currently facing mentally is just the pressure and the challenge of having to go this long, this far into an endurance race. Only 18 laps remaining. And so many things just kind of going through their minds. Trying to get that first win or trying to get an elusive win. Maybe looking to double out. Maybe even more so than anything, maybe trying to find just another leg up or something. There's so much mentally that just gets these drivers into that area and into that zone. It's quite impressive to say the least. So right now, it looks like the pressure will be on here as it seems as though gaps continue to fade in more and more. Jeff Oakes moving further away from Tyler O'Rourke. O'Rourke right now just trying to hopefully see if maybe he can get a little extra kick, a little extra give, but I don't think there's anything taking down this road course ringer of Jeff Oakes. We saw him do well in the Next Gen Cup car back Wednesday night in the Six Sigma Sim Racing Global League. We're seeing right now what is making him tick here in Pushing Limits Racing League. And it's just a combative display of pure speed, raw power, tight entries, tight cornering, and knowing when and where to get back in the gas and back off the gas. I mean, it's just a thing of beauty to say the least. One thing we saw at Watkins Glen too was that when you had to fight him up one-on-one, unless you were literally right behind him, you were not going to be able to catch him or get anything figured out down there. You were going to have to literally work for every little spot, look for every little distance, and then hope for the best. That's not to say everyone else ain't trying a little bit. You can see what the Crusader, number 14, Christian Schreiber, is trying to work around on these corners. He's jabbing and slamming that gas pedal down, but, I mean, the problem is it's just so far away, unless you get that draft or you get a little extra wear and tear on those tires, that car will not get any faster. The front-wheel drive nature of these beasts is so difficult and unpredictable to master. It's a very difficult car to truly hit properly and make sure it works well. Hofford still closing the gap on Chantel Throttle Pottle right now. Pottle trying to get something figured out though to get further ahead of Hofford to have any chance in the points race this season. Still so far out and so far in. She's still without a win too, which is surprising because again the 5 usually has been one of, if not maybe the tougher drivers to beat out in these kind of races, especially in Pushing Limits. Remember last season she is the defending champion. She had to come back from behind after about a 3 or 4. Actually, I think it was a 5-point deficit. And the last couple races ended up working out well. As the rear end kicks out a little bit. Hofford smells blood in the water. And a shark in the ocean knows what to do. Trying to be the big fish of the sea right now. Looking to work its way up down the right side. And that's a perfect corner to make it work here. Hofford deep in the inspection pot career machine now. The inspection station, I should say. Starting to make his career look a little bit brighter now. Has a chance, has an opportunity. Ryan Kenston, the 08, also trying to hold up the speed, hold up the power as the Crusader falls from behind. Driver's not too far back here, but you can see the gap between these guys and gals, man, it's getting harder and harder for them to find a leg up, find an opening. Pit stops will tell the tale. And only 15 laps remaining here. I mean, the Watkins Glen itself had a few cautions, a little bit of an endurance, and a whole lot of fighting, a whole lot of scratching and clawing. This one seems to be more of a kind of let them go out there and just race their race. And I don't think they want it any other way, to be honest with you. I think that's kind of the way they want to play it, and that's the way they want to drive it off from. So with that in particular, I think really the pressure revolves around just who can outlast the other and who can outmatch the one other. Oak's getting a little bit closer and closer. Still hoping for a break. Hoping for a chance, any opportunity he can get. He got around right out before O'Rourke over there gets a little bit closer to him. Oak's looking to bring win number 2 to the name of the Fuel Plus 20 machines, just staying in control of his own destiny. As the rest of the field just kind of hammers off and hammers down. Jason Brent, Hunter Hammer, and Hansen both out of the race. Struggling with mechanical problems down there. 14 only with 1 win this season at Iowa Speedway, his home track. Had the points lead, or was tied in the points lead for most of the season, but now late in the season, almost a collapse, if you will, in his performance on the driving end. Although at Oxford, that may have been a different case. The speed there was well, but unfortunately the caution's coming out. That set him back and set him in 2 positions there. And now, hoping to try to see if maybe he can recover. But again, it's hard to recover in this kind of scenario, this kind of race, when you got such a long fight and a long drawn-out scenario with a road course. There's so much at stake and so much that goes down into it. It's really a troublesome little tale and a very hard to master kind of ride in here. Mike right out. Oh! Oh my! Major damage on the 76, and now that might have just ended his day. That 76 on Mike Rideout, I'm not sure what happened to him here. But it looked like maybe he found himself trapped between the Shadow Realm and the Damage Realm. See what happened to the 76 here. Oh, that's right there, yep. Oh my! Get some hang time and oh! Motor quits on him and he just slammed it right in there. I think he was trying to swap between the transmission shifts there, and then unfortunately that car just went completely head over head. One more look at it here. See right off the turn, and you can see right here, jump, bounce, and hang on. Oh, man. Nasty, nasty hit. Oh my goodness. Took a nasty collision there and a bad hit, unfortunately, and now that'll set him back even further in this race. And right around, whoa, and a big pass there, Keniston. Problems there in the 08. Shriver gets right around him. I'm not sure what happened to Keniston there. Hold on a minute. We gotta look at the replay on that one. Keniston was literally hanging on pretty good. What happened to the 08? Let's see if we can get a look at it here. See what went wrong. Good job right off there. Looked like, I don't know what happened there exactly. I think we might have got further back. Looked like his car was slowing down quite a bit. It looked like he didn't have much troubles, but oh, hold on a minute. I think we know now. This was a little further back in the broadcast. Keniston drives it wide, and Shriver trying to get out of there. Oh! And gets completely oh my, slammed it right into the turn there. Keston saved it. Shriver didn't quite get it there, and unfortunately, that's when that old situation started up. So, holy moly, that was a wild little scenario. And Keston currently trying to face that consequence there. We're back to the live feed now. Chantel Battle staying out. Jeff Oakes to pit road. He's out first. Tyler O'Rourke going out second. Gets a refired Hopper. Great pit stop for the 84. He'll get it right back out as well. Shriver still in pit road. And remember, that was in Myrtle Beach just a couple of weeks, just last week. That's what cost him. He got into pit road way too quick, ended up getting a penalty, and that set him back. And as he put it, that's what just may have cost my season. Paul saying looks like he ran out of gas. That could have been too. Well, if that is the case, then a tough break there for Keston. He's in pit road right now trying to get the fuel line situated and also trying to get that tow done. It's going to be a long tow, though, because this is a road course. These things take forever in a day. Laps left. Hoffert and O'Rourke right now currently at their brigade. Chantel Pottle now, she heads into pit road. The 5 is heading for pits. Oakes looking to try to get ahead of her yet again. Coming off those final 2 corners, though. He's got all the speed he wants and all that he needs to get. He'll move it ahead of the throttle. Chantel Pottle now, as we still have a battle going on here in the 3rd spot. Now to be the battle for 2nd. Pottle getting the car refired. She's coming back out. O'Rourke and Hofford right now. These two have had a war with each other throughout the season. And both guys just trying to tempo the pace, trying to tempo the battle. Trying to see who will outlast the other first. Also, just a heads up from iRacing as well that they had said that some of the member stuff will be disconnected as they get ready to bring the Sebring 12 hours coming out, or 24 hours, I can't really remember which one it is, but it's 12 hours for sure that will be coming to iRacing here for their little race there, and I believe also the rain should be popping up real soon because of it. So for those that are driving in that Sebring race, our best wishes of luck from us here at PT Racing TV, and if the rain does pop up because of Mother Nature, I wish you guys the best there. Because I have absolutely no idea how bad that rain will do to these drivers. If it's anything like Project Cars 2, we may be in trouble. And honestly, which is pretty funny, the developers are actually from Project Cars 2. They were the ones that made the rain, and they're the ones that are developing this rain to be had. Oh! Hoppert getting pretty aggressive there, but he almost slipped his entire race out of the way there. He's got to be careful. I know he's trying to get aggressive and make a pass on O'Rourke, but O'Rourke will not let him by that easily. Bottle trying to get much the same figured out, driving in it wide. Compared to what she was doing earlier, it's a bit unusual to see her driving that far out and then let it kind of come back in. Looked like the car is going out for a burger and fries and found some Kobe beef. 14 is kind of on his own in the top 5 spots. He's trying to build some kind of speed, maybe catch up to the throttle bottle. He's getting a few hundredths of a second, but he needs tenths and he needs seconds right now. He doesn't need hundredths, he needs more than that. Of course, next week as well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see them go at it at Hickory Motor Speedway. Yes, that Hickory Motor Speedway. If you thought Five Flags was crazy, and you thought Southern National was crazy, oh no, I think we may be in for a treat. Hickory Motor Speedway will force a lot of drivers, and it's going to get hectic. We can't wait to see it. For those that don't know what Hickory Motor Speedway is, let's just say if you ever thought to put a 1/4 of a track, if you ever thought 1/4 of the mile was a little small, and they added just a little bit more, but they made it into a track you had to basically keep turning left at, Then you get Hickory Motor Speedway. It is the true essence of a bull ring race, with nothing holding you back and everything on the line. Ulrich right now still looking to keep power up and keep his speed onto the brigade. As you see Ryan Kinston kind of laying back low down there. Bottle and Shrive right now, they're destined to get a little gapped up here. About 5 seconds back is the Crusader. The Throttle, though, she's trying to keep everyone behind, hopefully give herself some kind of points chance here in this season. Ryan Kinston currently a couple laps down. Well, actually about a full lap down, I should say, not a couple. Maybe a couple, though, if he's not careful with Jeff Oaks and O'Rourke right now, the way they're playing it. Oaks has just been lights out. I mean, there's no other way to put it. This Fuel Plus 20 has literally garnered the momentum, stayed in control, and has left nothing on the table. He has just been bad fast this entire race. And full props to him for being able to figure it out. That takes a lot to not only figure out Canadian Tire, but then to run one of the toughest cars to have to figure out on this track. Because again, you don't have any rear steer or any rear end kick. You have literally just the front steering doing all that power and extra speed to your advantage. O'Rourke right now holding Hoffer back. Hoffer trying to hang in there. Every driver right now just doing what they can with 7 laps remaining. Pottle starting to lose a bit of the gap as well. Shriver is now closed off to a mere 4 seconds. The Crusader may have some life. You can hear how hard he's braking too. That thing is kicking. Carter told me earlier that usually with RPMs, the throttle control, usually you can figure out how to run these road courses better, but the braking on this track and then getting this thing to steer, it's like trying to drive a dump truck, as he put it. Well, that certainly may be the case there, but I mean, again, you got to run with you got to run, so. O'Rourke and Hoffert still separated out. Oaks currently just absolutely ran away. He's 12 seconds ahead. I mean, there's really no point saying, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! O'Rourke, problems. And the Can-Am number 8 overdrove and gave the room. There's the move. Here comes the inspection station, number 84. Hopper's got his run, and he's got a leg up down the stretch, and he's got him. O'Rourke knew he made a mistake as soon as he went too hard in that corner. But he had to do what he had to do to keep Hoffer behind him. And that, unfortunately, is going to cost him. Hoffer now moving the chains, moving the gaps, and the distance ahead. If he can finish where he's at right now, he'll have and where everyone else is at, he'll have a 4-point difference maker over his second-place competitor in the Crusader, Christian Shriver. Shriver's got to get ahead of Pottle. He needs to get only 3 points separated if he wants any chance. Hoffer now looking to maybe somehow, some way find a way to catch Oaks. I think he'll be happy with that. Chantal Pottle needs to desperately get to tire O'Rourke though there and make a move for it. O'Rourke just trying to see if maybe keep his speed up, keep his power up. Kinston gonna be a lap traffic scenario though, and that's 0-8. Hopper And overwork there, same corner that just a lap ago. Tyler lost it completely on the turn. Hoffert desperately trying to keep the momentum up. A long, drawn-out battle and turns far in between. Hard racing around. 5 laps to go. High five in the air. I mean, I'm going to be real, and I'm just going to say it out loud. There's no catching the 20. You got to think for a second. 13-second difference. He constantly hitting his marks. And other than that one little spin he had in the first lap here, first couple laps, he hasn't made any mistakes. Gadsden right up ahead of the throttle Chantal Bottle right now. She's trying desperately as well to get some speed going, get some momentum throwing her way. Looking for a run, looking for an opening, looking for anything she can to help herself out here. For an overwork right now as well. Still at each other's throats. These two will not leave each other alone. And if overwork had not made that mistake, then I think honestly this would have been a lot more difficult time for Hopper to figure out this point. Coming up now, 4 laps to go. With just a mere 4 to go here, now the battle rages on. Chances are high here. Opportunity is low. Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, yeah, it's definitely given us quite a show, though, in terms of the long fight and drawn-out scenario. I think the same will be said for the iRacing Sebring event they'll bring out later today. Riding back along right now is still anybody's succession, anybody's race here as the field continues to hammer down and hope for the best. Bottle's giving up a lot of time here. Schreiber is really bringing speed and bringing a lot of momentum. That's what he's going to need to if he wants any chance. He's got to get something figured out quickly. 3 seconds back. Might have a chance here, but I think honestly, like a lot of these drivers, they're going to be relying on Hickory Motor Speedway to find a way to knock down who's going to be the points leader as long as Ulf Hoffer can stay right where he's at. Hickory next week will get intense, and again, I don't know how a front-wheel drive car is going to react to a track that you're constantly swinging it left and balanced so hard on, but I think that could make for a difference maker. O'Rourke right now, right in the zone. Hoffer, not far behind. 3 laps will now turn with 2 to go. Hoffer braking pretty quick too. O'Rourke as well. O'Rourke. Again, it's hard to say, guys. I want to say O'Rourke, but it's O'Rourke. It's so hard to kind of remind myself that. Looking for any kind of opening or any chance here. Firing back down here. Here we go. Green flag high in the air. This time on by Jeff Oakes. The Fuel Plus number 20 has made amends with himself again on another road course. Win number 2 is in his sights. Pressure's on, 2 laps to go. So far so good, clean off the exits and down through the centers. O'Rourke might have a chance. He's catching up Hofford pretty quickly here. Hofford getting a little bit of that grass, maybe clean cutting the tires up, maybe trying to hopefully stabilize it down for the final leg of this race. Top 5 on your screen. Dipping them down back into the final sets here, right into the momentum again. This is the main battle going on there. Oh, look out! O'Rourke, no, not again! O'Rourke just completely once more losing in the turn. He just got too aggressive and it cost him again. Hopper is going to run away with this one now, further away. Right now, trouble right up ahead here. As they get right into turn! Keniston, yet again! Right in front of the Crusader! And all that speed and the momentum, he was trying to get up there to Pottle, just completely wasted again. Oh my goodness, Keniston can't believe it again here. White flag is out. Jeff Oakes has got the race lead. He's so far ahead we completely forgot about him. Hoffer and O'Rourke right now currently trying to keep their momentum, but it seems Hoffer's already kind of ran away with this one. Pottle now got a 2.9 second lead, now 3 overhead of the Crusader. The white flag burrow in the air. Oakes trying to keep his momentum up just for one more good lap. Do these drivers have anything left under their hood and under their collar, I wonder? It's going to be pretty interesting to find out. Wait a minute! Shriver, there goes Pottle! Pottle loose! A mistake there! Shriver to the inside. Now to control. He moves it ahead. Gets it right up ahead. Pottle done so well this entire day, but a mistake, unfortunately, in the same corner that's bit 3 or 4 of them today. Gets her as well. May not matter much anymore, though. It will be now coming down to the line, coming down the end. Last time he was at a road course, he went and took control of this race. He's going to do it again. Off the final 2 turns, Jeffrey Oakes, the number 20 Fuel Plus Honda, gonna bring it back to victory lane. Checkers are out. Jeff Oakes wins at Canadian Tire. Hoffert is going to secure a 3-point lead if Shriver finishes where he's at. O'Rourke gonna get himself in a third, another podium for him. Final 2 turns. Shriver catches a huge break and gets extremely lucky on that one. He will take Checkers in 4th. Pottle will settle for 5th. Another top 5 for her. But a hard loss, maybe to say the least. There is your winner. Victory from the Pennsylvania State. Oakes is bringing it back to the Quaker State with some hardware to his name in the Northern Brethrens. He wins it here in Ontario. He's won at Watkins Glen in New York. Now he wins in Canada at the famed Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. What a racing. My, ladies and gentlemen, that was a long fight to the end. Here is our race results now. Pop on your screen. Jeff Oakes, the victor. Hoffert, 2nd. O'Rourke, 3rd. Shriver, 4th. Pottle, 5th. Round out your top 5. Keniston goes 6th. Right out 7th. Brent, 8th. 9th to Hansen. Stanley Pottle not able to get his car out of the track. Well, that'll about do it here for your coverage today, ladies and gentlemen. Oakes will park it up into victory lane today and have a little field day. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning on in. We appreciate your support, and we hope to see you next time when the green flag flies on P3 Race TV with maybe a little rain and saying we'll see how it goes. Nevertheless, thanks so much for tuning in.